The Tower of London, standing as a symbol of Britain's rich history, is known around the world as a fortress, a royal palace, and a prison. Its thick stone walls have witnessed the crowning and downfall of monarchs, the guarding of the illustrious crown jewels, and the chilling echoes of traitors and heroes alike. But beyond the stories found in textbooks, the tower holds secrets and facts that are seldom taught in school. Join us as we explore a side of the Tower of London you never knew existed. Royal Menagerie. As surprising as it may be, the Tower of London in fact once served as a royal zoo. Established during the reign of King John in the early 1200s, the Royal Menagerie housed an impressive collection of exotic animals like lions, elephants, and even a polar bear. The polar bear was allowed to swim and fish in the Thames. Over time, the collection grew but was eventually moved to the London Zoo in 1835. Ghostly presence. With a history filled with countless executions and imprisonments, the tower has gained a reputation as one of the most haunted places in England. Among the notable apparitions, Anne Boleyn's ghost is said to roam the corridors. The wife of King Henry VIII, she was beheaded in 1536. Her spectral figure has been spotted numerous times, forever etching the tower's connection to the supernatural. Prisoners' graffiti. As you're probably aware, the tower served as a prison for many notable historical figures. During their confinement, some prisoners left behind elaborate carvings on the walls. Thomas More and Anne Boleyn were among those who allegedly etched their thoughts into stone. The inscriptions have become precious historical records and provide an authentic and unique glimpse into the minds of those held within the tower's walls. Crowning glory. The tower is home to the world-famous crown jewels, symbolizing British sovereignty. Consisting of over 140 ceremonial objects, the collection includes some of the most extraordinary diamonds in the world. The Star of Africa, the largest clear-cut diamond on Earth, is among the sparkling treasures. Visitors today can marvel at these symbols of royal heritage well guarded within the tower. Minting history. Surprisingly, the Tower of London also functioned as a royal mint for over 500 years. From the reign of Edward I until the early 19th century, coins were stuck within its walls. Coins from all over the country were produced here, turning the tower into an essential financial hub of England. Raven's Roost. Legend holds that if the ravens leave the tower, the kingdom will fall. This superstition led to the resident raven's wings being clipped to ensure they stay. A Yeoman Warder serves as the Raven Master, caring for these symbolic birds. Currently, 7 ravens live in the tower, each with its own name, fulfilling a tradition that continues to fascinate visitors. Traitor's Gate. Traitor's Gate, an infamous entrance to the tower, was initially built for Edward I. Prisoners accused of treason, like Queen Anne Boleyn, were brought through this gate from the Thames. The foreboding entry served as a symbol of doom for many, cementing its place in the tower's dark lore. Tower Green. Within the tower's walls, there's a green space known as Tower Green, where private executions took place. Notable figures like Catherine Howard and Lady Jane Grey met their end here. The green now hosts a memorial for those executed, a somber reminder of the tower's grim past. Yeoman Warders. Known as Beefeaters, the Yeoman Warders have guarded the tower since Tudor times. These iconic figures serve as tour guides and participate in ceremonies like the annual Ceremony of the Keys, symbolizing the secure locking of the tower each night. To become a Yeoman Warder, one must have at least 22 years of military service, showcasing the esteemed nature of this position. Unfinished Chapel. St. John's Chapel, located within the White Tower, remains one of the best preserved examples of Norman architecture. But it's a unique structure as it was never entirely completed. The reasons for its unfinished state remain a mystery, but it continues to attract architectural enthusiasts and historians alike. Medieval Palace. The Tower of London isn't just a tower, it's a complex with a medieval palace. This residence housed kings and queens, showcasing a luxurious side to the otherwise grim fortress. The medieval palace contains recreations of rooms filled with medieval furniture and decor, revealing the royal lifestyle of the past. Waterloo Barracks. Waterloo Barracks, currently hosting the Crown Jewels, was named in honor of the Battle of Waterloo. Built between 1845 and 1853, the barracks served as a symbol of Britain's military triumphs and housed almost 1,000 soldiers at its peak. Its grand design reflects the Victorian era's architectural taste. Secret Pub. Within the tower, there's a secret pub named The Keys, exclusive to the Yeoman Warders and their guests. Tucked away from the public eye, this hidden watering hole adds a quirky touch to the otherwise stern and historical environment, symbolizing camaraderie among the tower's guards. Cannon Collection. The tower hosts an impressive collection of historical artillery known as the Ordnance Office. It showcases various cannons, armaments, and weapons dating back to different periods. This display is a testament to the military history intertwined with the tower's identity over the centuries. Public Execution Site. Apart from the private executions at Tower Green, public beheadings occurred on Tower Hill just outside the tower's walls. Famous figures like Thomas More met their end here. Tower Hill's history is marked with rebellion, treason, and political intrigue, and it served as a stage for some of British history's most dramatic moments. Hidden Treasures. While many know about the Crown Jewels, few are aware of other hidden treasures within the tower. From precious manuscripts to unique artifacts, the tower's extensive collection spans centuries. Rarely exhibited to the public, these objects represent a less known but valuable part of the tower's historical richness. Armor Display. The Line of Kings exhibit showcases a remarkable collection of royal armors. This display, dating back to the 17th century, includes the armor of Henry VIII and other monarchs. Beyond mere protection, these ornate armors symbolize status and power, providing a glimpse into the artistry of medieval craftsmanship. Subterranean Secrets. Beneath the tower's surface lies a network of hidden tunnels and chambers. These subterranean passages were used for various purposes, from escape routes to clandestine meetings. Though much of this underground world remains unexplored, it adds an extra layer of intrigue to the tower's complex history. Royal Observatory. The Tower of London has played a role in scientific advancement. John Flamsteed, the first astronomer royal, used one of the tower's turrets as an observatory. This little-known fact connects the tower to the realm of celestial exploration and scientific progress. Victorian Makeover. During the Victorian era, the tower underwent significant restorations. The aim was to return it to its perceived medieval appearance. Though well-intended, some of these changes were historically inaccurate, reflecting the Victorian ideal rather than historical reality. Nevertheless, these alterations have shaped the tower's appearance as we know it today. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know any of these secret facts about the Tower of London? Let us know in the comments section below.